Hunting is a very spiritual thing for me, and it has been for a long, long time. I cannot ever imagine myself not quail hunting. My name is Ray Trejo and I live in Deming, New Mexico. I was born and raised here. I'm a hunter, I'm a conservationist, and I've been an educator for close to 30 years. Getting birdie there. Let's make a loop back this way, drop off on that other side of this little hill and hit that grass coming back. Hunting was indeed, with my grandfather, my first connection to the land. Whoop. My grandfather, Jimmy Portillo, he was raised in Grant County and he was a hunter. I mean, this guy was a hunter. I remember him having shelves of books, right? And they were all outdoor life type books. Dead in here. And I remember scanning through them and I would see a hunter out there with 2 or 3 dogs out, you know, hunting pheasant or quail, and I always thought that's what I want to do. That was a nice cubby. What a great morning, huh? When I was probably about 20 and I met this guy and we hunted together, and I was fascinated because he was running English pointers and had short hairs, and they were like training for the nationals. And he had this dog named Skip. And he said, this dog's a 2-year-old. He said, come out and check this dog out. And so I drove to Cruces and they were having like a little field trial. And I was like amazed. I was like, holy smokes, this is my thing right here, you know, watching these dogs work. I ended up buying that dog for like $400, and that was my real first legit quail dog. Sorry about that, girl, my bad. I just later on just chased that dog around, and he taught me more than what I knew. And we always turned up quail. He did a good job. I thought she was getting birdie up there, and then she left it. She's getting birdie. Yeah. Oops, she's on point again. There's one. She didn't do anything wrong there. That bird flushed wild. I'm not a great finisher of dogs, but I love starting those young dogs. I like to see the enthusiasm. She's fired up now. I like to get them going. I like to see them evolve, getting birdie, ripping through birds. That's okay, it's all good. We'll teach them to stop later. I think we should take her back right through here. I'm guessing there's more in here. They're holding really tight, so see if we can get her back in. We'll give her some time to work. That bird's running. She's gonna get it. She got it. You got it? She's trying. That's a good girl. Here. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. You got that one. Right on. That's nice. Good girl. She's getting better every trip. I know. This has been a growth trip for her. And that was really good that she got to chase that bird. I know. What's funny is when I got there, she has her paw. She's just holding the bird down like that. Atta baby. Well, we probably put up 25 birds here total. There's a little tank over here. If we get there, we might go around that. Hey, Settle down. Easy. Are you hearing like a doo-doo? Because that's scale bird. Where are you hearing them at?
Straight ahead. Good shot.
It's probably more. Come here. Oh, give me that bird. Look, you better get it. Good boy. That was like a veteran dog, which he's not. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. I go against the grain in terms of what people believe an English pointer is. In the beginning, English pointers were like these crazy running, hard-driven dogs that were stubborn and you couldn't get them to do anything. Well, that's not true. You can tell that they want to please you. They're not hunting on their own. I think my favorite dog is the English pointer, and I think when you get some good ones, it's they almost train themselves. So I think my connection to the land also, aside from bird dogs, is, you know, the things that I find out on the landscape. This part of southwest New Mexico, there's a culture, it's called a Mimbreño culture. And it's a tribe of Native Americans that were here. They left, nobody really knows why, but the evidence is still out there on the ground. And I often find pieces of pottery, I find spear points, arrowheads. I mean, here's a lithic that you definitely can tell they were working that. Look at that. That's a pretty cool piece right there. Just broke. I love to hunt, but I also like to be out there and find these things and, you know, grab them and put them in my hand and like think about the fact that 1,000 years ago somebody else touched this and was part of making this piece of pottery and painting it. That's a big part of why I do what I do as well. It kind of brings it full circle for me. Yeah, it's pretty spiritual. What are you doing, little girl? Huh? You got tiny little feet. The Montezuma quail is like my favorite bird. I think primarily because it's here, but not many people recognize it. Even people that live here, who have lived on the landscape, I talk to them about the Montezuma quail and they've never seen the bird, they've never heard about the bird. So it makes it kind of a mysterious bird. On the other side of that mountain, which you can't see that mountain right now, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go today because of all the clouds, rain, snow, who knows, but we'll give it a shot. A Montezuma quail, when you're hunting these birds, it's not something that you can just go out typically without a dog and find. You have to have a dog to find these birds. So that is really a special bird for me.
Wow, this looks kind of Burnsy.
Yeah, it gets a little different here. Puts the clothing to the test right there. Look in here, girl. I hunted in this particular place, and that's where I grew up deer hunting. That's where all my memories are. My father, my uncles. It's a special place, you know? I mean, that's like, I still go there. I still bird hunt there. And it's just because of my infatuation with the Montezuma quail. 10 years ago, I was hunting with a dog of mine. His name was Stick, an English pointer. We were going up this draw. It was rather warm, and I heard my dog like drinking water. And I went up on these rocks, and there he was, and he was drinking water out of a mortar. You know, the membreños, they would grind their corn, and there were several of them. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, cool. I'd never seen this before. But all of a sudden, when I started looking around, within like, 50 feet, there were all this rock art. Here's bear claw, here's bear claw. That deer's badass, huh? How much time was spent here? Membreño, for sure. Part of the Apache tribe. And there was one particular petroglyph that showed a Montezuma quail. So here are the legs. Here's the dots of the Montezuma. Here's the head. The back comes in here, and then you see the tail. If it was dry, you'd be able to see it a lot better. Somebody spent a lot of time, huh? Just carving this stuff out. And it's clearly a Montezuma quail. Pretty special. We'll get my dog back in here, and we'll see if we can't find some birds. Whoop. That was nice, man.
That was nice. They just flushed a little too soon. There it is.
Oh, here. Hey, snatch it up like a football. Come here. Hey. Oh, all right. Good shot, man.
Thank you.
Good job. One of the reasons that I continue to work in conservation is it gives me an opportunity to expand the horizon, so to speak. It's a real goal for me to continue that work. I think that if we're not careful, there's going to be a generation of children who have never experienced the outdoors and will never go there. I always said that if they don't get that experience, they'll never go back to it.
He's working.
Oh, that's my buddy. Here. I had a number of priests ask me, Ray, why don't you come to church? And I said, Father, the big blue sky is my chapel. That's where I do my thing. And they're just like, well, you really need to get in church. But I still find a really spiritual connection being outside, chasing my dogs, and, being part of the landscape. In fact, I have this vision that when I die and I go wherever I go, all of my bird dogs are going to be there waiting for me. Yeah, we'll see.
Pine tree.